Good day. My name is Ugochukwu Ukwebu. I'm a session lead with the ALX Udacity Cloud Developer Nanodegree course. And this video is a part of a walkthrough series of videos on Project 4, Develop and Deploy Serverless App. This video is part 5B. In part 5A, we implemented the updateTodo function, the deleteTodo function, and the generateUploadUrl function. But when we got to testing it, we saw that it wasn't working properly. And so it called for this part 5B, a more of troubleshooting session. So let's jump right into it. All right. So if we get back to where we were, this was a situation where we found ourselves after implementing our updateTodo, deleteTodo, and generates upload URL to do. And then when we create a new task, let's call this new task 3. Okay, so that created 2 times. All right, so when we create a new task, when we try to upload an image for a task, so let's pick this and upload. It tells us file was uploaded, but when we get to the home page where we expect to see our uploaded file, we see it's not uploaded. We also notice that updateTodo, though it looks like it gets ticked here, when we go out of that home page and come back and reload the page, we see that it's not marked, right? So updateTodo is not working. We're unable to upload images. And then deleteTodo. Let's see, let's try and delete one of these new tasks. DeleteTodo, well, it appears to work, but when we try to update an image and come back to the home page, we see that we still have the new task 3. All right, so this is one of the things that normally software practice, no matter how small a feature is, we should still do it in one feature branch, right? And that makes it easier for us to track down errors. But I try to lump 3 features in one branch on my gates. And when that's updateTodo, deleteTodo, and generateUpload URL, right? I tried to implement all 3 before testing. And then when it got to testing, I wasn't so sure where exactly the problem was from. But we're going to jump right into it and fix it now. So let's go to our code base. That's it. And okay, so this is where we were, feature updateTodos. So I'm going to create a new feature branch for this. So I'll call it updateTodos corrections, right? All right. So here, we are in our, okay, we're in updateTodo function, right? So from here, from here, we call the await updateTodo function. And during my troubleshooting, all right, let's discover that the ordering was important. So basically, we have Okay, updates to do, updated to do, and then passing the user ID. So we're passing in to do ID, the updated to do requests, and then well, that should be up the and then we're passing the user ID. So let's save that and then go to the part of the code where we implement that, and then also change the ordering for that. Let's put them. All right. Okay. So we're passing in a request, and let's the return type. Let's get a return type of to do updates. Let me see. All right. So we're passing those functions. Let's get our return type of to do updates. Yep. And that should import something for us there. Yeah, so imports the to do update models for us up there. Okay, so let's save that. And then let's go to the update to do item. Okay. Okay. Let's the return value here. Let's make it all new. Okay. So let me do So let's get that. Okay, let me change this parameter to result. So I don't need this any longer. No. Okay. Why can't I use logger there? All right. Okay, so that's to do item feature. That should complete it. So let's make sure we've saved that. I want to be sure I've saved everything I have. Let me control my screen. Zoom. Okay. All right. So I want to be sure I've saved all the changes I made. All right. So let's deploy. So these changes were made to the updateTodo function. So when we deploy, we just know that we're just testing the updateTodo function. When that works, we'll move on to another function to update. Should be doing this. All right, so that has deployed successfully. That was our update to do. We deployed. So let's go test the change we made. Let's see if update to do will work now. All right, so let's move out of this and come back there and reload that home page. And we see that our check marks are still checked, right? So pretty much updates to do feature now working. So let's pretty much mark everything that's completed to check again. And at the same time, create a new blank to a new task 4. So that creates, let's attempt to upload an image, which will not succeed. So let's upload. It tells us a file was uploaded. Actually, something was uploaded, but it's the wrong, not it's a wrong thing being uploaded. Okay, so basically our tasks are checked. So update to do is working. And of course, image upload is not working. So that takes us to the next task. Let's fix the problem with the generateUploadUrl function, which is tasked with uploading an image to S3 bucket. So back to our code base. Of course, since we have a feature that is working, well, so we'll just git add all, git commit message update to do function correction done. All right, so let's push that to GitHub with the command git push origin and then the branch name, right? Git push origin. Yeah, so that update to do feature is pushed to GitHub. We can go on and pull to merge to maybe a dev branch. But here we'll go ahead and continue with this time around generate upload URL. So update to do is working, so we can close that. Yeah, generate upload URL. So what was the problem here? So basically, when we call the generate URL function, it comes here and also calls an await function on create attachment pre-signed URL, right? So it takes here, let me give you the preferred, it passes in user ID and to do ID. To do ID and user ID. So let's go ahead to create attachments pre-signed URL. And here we call get upload URL, right? In this create attachment pre-signed URL, we call we retrieve the to do ID and user ID passed here, and then we call the get upload URL in attachment details. So let's go over there. So get upload URL. In get upload URL, we declare URL. We get we call the we take from the S3 library to get get signed URL, and we return it as a string. So let me put this here. Let me put a log here. Yeah. All right, so that's okay. So that's looking okay. So what was our problem here? All right, so let's go ahead and try this, right? Uh, let's do serverless deploy verbose. Okay, so that has deployed. So let's test if we can upload an image now. Let's pick that. Upload. File was uploaded. Okay, and so we have our image uploaded, right? So what really changed? What really changed? So I have to let you know. It was down to the ordering of how we pass the variables, how we pass the parameters to the create attachment presign URL function. Before, I called this user ID before the to-do ID, but second time around I changed the order, right? I just noticed for some reason ordering matters. So just came here to the same thing, maintain those order, and then pass the to-do ID to get upload URL, and that's fixed that, right? So I think this happened while the first time in part A, while I was deploying and making code changes, I was just changing orders. So that's affected the way it was supposed to function. So that done. So let's save that. So basically now we fixed the problem with updateTodo and generate upload URL. So let's save that change too. So git push origin branch, right? To push our changes to GitHub while we so now that done, the final function we have to correct is our delete to do function, right? If we come back here and we see we try to we have to new task 3 happened we created that 2 times. So if we click this delete function, this delete here, it appears to have made the change. I mean, it has appeared to have deleted, but when we go out of that component and come back to the home page, we still find that we have the new task 3 that we thought we deleted or that we intended to delete. So back to our code base, down to delete to do function. Yeah, fun enough, still had to do with ordering, right? So let me change the ordering of that. If I pass the parameters to the delete to do function, let me save that. So delete to do ID before user ID. So let's go there. Sorry, what I so to do ID before user ID. Okay, then in our delete to do function, okay, everything looks okay. And let's see delete to do item. So in our delete to do item, we pass in the ID of the item we want to delete, and then the user ID of the user trying to delete the item. So we know that a user is only allowed to delete item they created. So we call the delete. All right, so that looks okay. That looks okay. So we save that and then we deploy to serverless. All right, so we've deployed the changes to fix our deleteTodo function. So let's head back to our app to see if it's working. Let's try and delete one of these duplicates new task 3. All right, it tells us it's deleted. Let's get out of this component and come back there. And we see that we've deleted one of those duplicates new task 3. All right, so we've pretty much fixed the errors we had with the updateTodo, deleteTodo, and generateUploadUrl. We actually saw it was a problem with the ordering of the way I passed the parameter arguments to the necessary functions that we're supposed to process them and get us the required return values. So that was what cost us the headache, or cost me the headache of having to do this additional troubleshooting video. And I hope it will serve as a lesson, right? I hope it would benefit some of us out there, right? And I hope I've not sent some of us on an unnecessary errand trying to, going around the wrong turn before coming back to the right turn. But somehow this is how it happens in software development. So we fix those issues. Let's ascertain that we've met our project requirements, rubric requirements. So let's get to, yeah, I have it here. Okay, these are our rubrics. So what are rubrics? A user of the web application can use the interface to create, delete, and complete a to-do item. Let's see if we can still do that, right? So let's see. Of course, first of all, I can't create an empty to-do. That has been validated. That has been ensured for us by form validation, which we did, I think, in part 4 of the video. So let's see, what number are we on? New task. Let's go for new task 5. New task 5. So let's create that. So we can create a new task. We can update the task. Let's this time let's see if we can get another image. Let's use this rose upload file uploaded. We go home and we see our file is uploaded, right? So we can, let's get back to our rubrics. A user can create. Okay, let's complete. Let's new task 5 completed. Task 4 completed. Let's uncheck task 3, right? No image, so it's not completed. Let's create a new task 3 to test our deletion. New task 3 to be deleted. So okay, new task. Yep, it's to be deleted, but let's create an image for it. File was uploaded. We go to home. Okay, so and let's delete it. Yeah, let's delete this task 3. Let's uncheck task 2. Let's uncheck task 1. So basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tasks left. So let's try and edit this and come back home to be sure we still have we have things exactly the way they are, right? 2 items checked, completed, 2 not completed, right? So okay, let's to complete the task, let's ensure that complete tasks with images, right? So let's complete task 2 and leave task 1 uncompleted. Upload. Let's pick this one. Okay, file uploaded. We come here and yes. So let's click it complete. Let's try and upload a new image here and then change our mind and come back here and still see that our updates to do are working, create to do is working, generate to upload URL is working, at least we're able to update images, and then these new tasks that we've not yet completed is unchecked. All right, so another, let's see what other project rubrics we've made. User of the web application can use the interface to create, delete, and complete a to-do item. Done. User of the web interface can click on the pencil button, then select and upload a file. A file should appear in the list of to-do items on the home page. Yeah, that's what we've been doing with images, uploading images. If you log out from a current user and log in as a different user, the application should not show to-do items created by the first account. All right, so I think I have here, right, a new browser with a different Google account. So let's try to log in here. Continue with Google. Okay. In a previous exercise, I've tested with this user, right? When I was doing the debugging initially, right? So yeah, that's why we have all these images here. And of course, the app is working here. Yeah, update is working. So as a new user, I'm not seeing the same tags as the other user. Let's compare. The other user, new task 1, unchecked, new task 2, content marketing. This new user, task 1 is this, and task 2 is, and let's be sure that this is still working here. Yeah, to delete this task, let's delete this task. So we should have second to do, and after second to do, when we come back here, we should see this upload sunflower image, right? So let's delete this from a new user. Still the same function. Deleted. Okay, let's try and edit this, change our mind, and you should see the task we deleted the other time is deleted. So all right, so another step, rubrics met. Yeah, if we log out from a current user and log in as a different user, application should not show to do items created by the first user. Done. User needs to authenticate in order to use the application. Yes, we can use the application without logging in. All right, code base, code of Lambda function is split into multiple file classes. Business logic of an application is separated from the code base for data access, file storage, and code related to AWS Lambda. Yes, we've done that. To get results of asynchronous operations, a student is using async await constructs instead of passing callbacks. Yes, we did that. All resources needed by the applications are defined in the serverless.yaml file. The developer does not need to create them manually using AWS. Yeah, this project meets that. Yeah, instead of defining all permissions under provider IAM rule statement permissions are defined per function in the function sections of the serverless YAML file. Yeah, application has at least some of the following: distributed tracing enabled, yes, has sufficient amount of log statements, yes, we have a copious amount of that, and generates application level metrics, yes, that's what X-Ray, AWS X-Ray library does for us. Incoming HTTP requests are validated either in Lambda handlers or using request validation in API gateway. The latter can be done either using serverless reg validator plugin. That's what we use. That's what I used here. Yeah, architecture. Yes, this was the architecture we used. Data is stored in table with the composite key. We did that in our code base. And to do items are fetched using the query method, right? And not scan method. So the walkthrough code base meets those requirements. So let's go back and see if there is any cleaning up needed to do. Of course, if I go back to the serverless or YAML file, we began by using this okay, first of all, by testing this. Okay, I did, it's not here again. All right, this handler, right? This okay, I think it's okay. I didn't put any necessary handler here. Okay, this hello handler, right, that I put here just strictly for tests, and it's still the endpoint to see that hello handler. It's a get request. Okay, that's this here. So if I come here in the new browser, I see that, right? That was strictly for tests. So it's not necessary again. So I can pretty much go and delete. Well, I declared it here. I can delete this. Yes, I want to delete that. And then I can take this hello function out. Not needed again. Uh, we still need to deploy and test that our app is working fine, right? So that done. I think one other thing. Okay, if you notice here, we've at this in this provider section, we declared X-ray in this action I am role statements action X-ray put trace segments. We declared it globally there, and if we look through our functions, we see we're also declaring it in the functions too. X-ray put trace segments, right? So since we defined it in all the functions, this one deployed here is redundant, so we can delete that. And I think, yeah, I think that's enough here. Let me deploy one more time and test to be sure that I've not made an application breaking change. I think I should have saved the branch before making the changes, right? That'd been better. In case I've broken the application. So of course, another way by which we would have tested was through Postman, right? So all I get to do is created by the user in this particular Postman. I mean, the user that has this auth token. Okay, user is not authorized to use the resource with an explicit deny. That's because probably logged out or something like that. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Let me see if I can, since I decided to go that route. While our app is deploying. Okay. I log in. I want to grab the token for the user. Uh, so I take that. Okay, app is still deploying. Uh, did I already change that? HGQ. So let me make. So let's save that. So let me see if I can still get all to-dos here. All right, so by refreshing my token, I'm able to do that. Let's see. All right, so basically everything here is still working. We can create a to-do from Postman. We can update from Postman. We can delete from Postman. And we can also get attachment URL from Postman, right? With which to put an image to our S3 bucket for the user whose token was saved in the bearer token for this Postman account. So update is still deploying to serverless. So we're pretty much done with this video walkthrough, and uh, uh, and that's the completed application. So I wish you all the best. I hope this walkthrough has been useful to you, and if there's any lesson we learned from here, it's of course adopting a modern practice of building feature by feature, little by little, helps, right? The approach I took in this project was to pretty much simulate as if I'm starting from scratch, starting from skeleton, and then build step by step towards the end. And I had to build little by little, feature by feature. So it encourage you to, if you want to make a new feature, you create a new feature branch, make your updates and test, right? Before moving on to another feature. In trying to do too many things at once, do what should have been done in 3 different feature branches in one feature branch. I made errors that I could have detected in the first small feature branch, right? So that's one lesson I've learned, and I hope to improve my practices that way. And I hope you've learned too, right? So uh, that's enough. We've deployed this. So I just want to make sure this the final change I made deploys and I test, and then this project is concluded. So of course, while submitting, you would have the option of either submitting a zipped uh, a zip file of your code base, or submitting as your GitHub repo handle. So since I've set up on GitHub, in the submission, I'll just copy the address to my GitHub repo and submit with it, and the reviewer will be able to pull the code from there and do his tests. And if there are reviews, you get your reviews, you can make your corrections, and then submit successfully, right? So this walkthrough should serve as a guide, right? You shouldn't copy my code. It's not helpful. It's not going to help your software development. So just follow the guide. Feel free to uh, infuse your own ideas to the code base, but make sure it's as original as you can, right? So that it doesn't pass as plagiarism. Though the way I structure the walkthrough, if you followed that, there's room for you to put in your own ideas, right? Plagiarism is not allowed. That's copying code. It can lead you to be flagged and delay your graduation, right? So learn to do the thing, learn to develop software, learn to build apps, learn to do things with the technologies, and you'd be a better software developer for it. Okay, so updates made. Let me test just a very quick test to be sure that everything is working. Another task, new task. Let me delete these flowers here. That's deleted. So another task. Let me update that. Choose a file. Use this beautiful dog image. upload, file uploaded. I go home. I see the new dog image here. Yeah. And I can say complete. And then this new to-do task I have here, I can change my mind and delete it. I'm not doing it any longer. Try to change here. No, change my mind. I come here and yeah, my updates are as they are, right? So let me complete all my tasks. Complete. Yeah. Okay, to do deletion field. Was I trying to delete something? All right, let's do it. Okay. I'm not trying to delete. What have I changed? Okay. Am I going to get another report? All right. Okay. Let me delete this dog image. That's gone. Yeah, that second dog is gone. So I don't expect to see it. And I don't expect to get a message to do deletion field. So how do I verify that there's no second dog here? So let me try to make a change here and then change my mind. And yeah, it's exactly as it should be, right? So that's done. Thank you very much for hanging on to the end of this video walkthrough series. It's been long, but I hope it's been worth it, right? It's been worth it for me. And so that marks the end of the B part of part 5 of the uh, series of this walkthrough series: implement, update to do, delete to do, and generate upload to do. So to recap, this walkthrough series for Project 4, Develop and Deploy Serverless App, was composed of 5 parts. In part 1, we set up the project and deployed to AWS. In part 2, we configured an Auth0 application for the app and implemented authentication. In part 3, we implemented create to do function and tested authentication. In part 4, we implemented get to do's function and force request validation for code for create to do. And then in part 5, which has part A and part B, we implemented update to do, delete to do, generate upload to do. The first part had errors, which we fixed in the second part. And then we tested and cleaned up our code and reviewed and checked again against our project rubric to be sure that we've met everything. And that's done. The next thing I'll go to do is submit my code base. And if there's any review, I'll get on it and work on it. And if there's no review, I'll congratulate myself that the project 4 is done. So thank you very much. Once again, my name is Ugochukwu Ukwebu. I'm a session lead with the ALX Udacity Cloud Developer Program. Thank you.